Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Dawn Mountain. My name is Mark. I've been coming here almost 10 years. I'm one of the, we have a rotating group of us that lead the Sunday meditations. On the first Sundays, Anne and Harvey are founders. These are their seats. They'll usually be here to lead, and at 10:30 they also have a nice Dharma chat or lecture, sermon, whatever you want to call it. Is anyone here for the first time? For their first Sunday? Welcome. Hey, wonderful. I'm glad you could come. So for this hour, we'll be spending about an hour together. We'll be mostly doing a silent meditation where we're going to be resting our attention, inviting ourselves into our body through our breath. We'll also be going between that and a more active chanting meditation, with the idea is to settle into the process of creation of sound itself, a little bit more active, a little more energetic. And we'll go back and forth between those two. And I'll talk a little more about it as we go. Glad you could come. Cool. So before I forget, there's a book right here in the black book. It's a book of names. We update it for every session. Anyone that we're thinking of ourselves, other people, other beings that need support in any kind of way, either people who have died, who are going through some sort of struggle or change, and you want to include them and share whatever energy, positivity that we make space for here, that we think of them and share it with them. So the practice that we're doing today was given to us by one of our guiding teachers in Tibet. His name is Adzamrit Pache. There's a picture up here on this throne. You can see him there. It's a practice that Anne requested that we could share with everyone at any point in their life, any kind of background that would be universally useful for us and meaningful for us. It's simple and profound in its simplicity. And will be, I think one nice thing, I always like to say a little something beforehand, we always do. It's nice to know what we're going to be seeing when we're sitting. And the traditional list of the 5 elements of psychological experience, 5 things we talk about. Just direct sensation, so direct sensation of our bodies, of seeing something, of hearing something, touching something, just sensation itself. You might have that, and that will have a constant flow of that in some way, or even just a direct kind of mental, experience too. On top of that, every moment of sensation, of sight, of hearing, there's usually 2 other things that come with every experience, and there's a constant flow of these. We generally sort everything into good, bad, or not really much more conceptual than that. No, there's not words around it. We generally, everything we think about, it's either we kind of like it, we like it a lot, we don't like it, we don't like it a lot. We just don't care. And then from there may be also a little bit of knowing, not necessarily thinking and conceptual and a lot of working knowledge, but we have, when we see, when I see, this quadrangular thing that has a couple lines, circle and a thing, I know that is a clock. I don't have to say clock in my head, but there's some knowing there. And there's always a constant stream. Almost every moment of experience, we have some sort of direct experience, some filtration, good, bad, not, and a little bit of knowledge. On top of that, we often sometimes have these states of mind that can come with those. They may be flexible. They may be very accepting. There may be a lot of grabbing onto something, really working on something, a lot of energy. Things like, with intentionality, with kind of judging something, with ruminating on something. That doesn't always happen every moment, but it's a common thing that comes up. And you may also have just a direct experience of consciousness. All of those 4 things, there's being aware of them, of having consciousness. So those are kind of if you want a list of traditional Buddhist terms of what you might be seeing when you're sitting down. We'll have a whole string of these moments. So just a little vocabulary. So the practice that we're doing today it has some elements of kind of abiding calmly. The idea is to generate a stillness and an awareness and a presence. We need, in the West, generally a lot of help being present in our bodies. There's a lot of things that we miss, a lot of wisdom that we carry, a lot of things that we don't even know that we're thinking that we know, that if we sit with our bodies, we'll be more present to. So just being available and present and being in our bodies carries actually a lot of strength and good qualities for us. Something that we don't do most of the day. I mean, I definitely don't do it. And I know I've heard from people who love yoga, that's a wonderful way to bring that in. So that's something that we want to work on too, being present in our bodies. And that's something that we talk about when you hear mindfulness out in pop psychology, the idea of just being present with an actual experience and not, getting mucked up in it. That's a common thing between, Buddhist mindfulness and when you hear mindfulness out maybe on HuffPo or something like that. There's also an element that in Buddhist practice that there is that just being present, that process will actually get us closer to wisdom and get us closer to a deeper freedom, actually, from the process. That is maybe implicit in modern way that we talk about mindfulness, but it's an explicit thing in Buddhism, just a little difference. So we have some faith and some confidence that by being present in our bodies, we will get closer and closer. The process itself will get us, freedom from our ruminations, from our stresses, but it will also bring us, that process of being present will bring us some wisdom and bring us a deeper sense of knowing the selves that we have and what that means. That's a good thing. So let's sit. We'll start the practice. I'll give some guidance as we start. So first we want to have posture. Doesn't mean like a rigid post, but we want to be comfortably straight back, something stable. You can think of it as like a stack of coins. You can think of it like we've got a string that we're hanging from, we're just kind of hanging from there. So there's not a lot of effort, a lot of stress, but we want to have some sort of stable, natural straightness. You can place your hands on your legs. If you have experience with them closer in, you can do that as well. If you're sitting in a chair, it may be helpful to have your feet on the floor. If you can, it's good to have your own support, not have to rely on the chair, because the chair will eventually, push into you and kind of gnaw at your back. So if you can sit a little forward from the back of the chair, that would be good. Generally, if you can, keep your eyes, kind of open, focused a few feet in front of you. That's lightly focused. That's a good thing. If you're too worked up, you can close them and be present more physically. Outside of that, we're not trying to control anything. We're not trying to breathe a certain way, think a certain way, or not think a certain way. Take a moment now to feel just the support of the floor, of the earth, of this room, holding us here, making it safe for us to even sit. And breathe into that for a few seconds. There's even support inside of us, in our bones, in the energy that keeps our body straight and nimble. And feel into the support inside of you. And before we begin, just remember you can check any stresses, any worries at the door. You don't have to hold them right now. They'll still be there. So now we'll go into the main practice. At first, we'll sit going into our body through our breath. You can rest your attention somewhere on your breath, in your chest, around your nose. Even more relaxing is deeper down, feeling how the breath moves our abdomen, moves even below our belly button, even into the energetic spot right below, a few finger widths below and in from our belly button. For us guys, that's our center of balance. And we'll find very quickly that our mind wanders. When you find that, just be aware of that. Watch it come, watch it go, and then go back to your breath. Distraction is a key element. It's going to happen. And how we navigate that is a wonderful training in kindness towards ourselves. So we'll settle into our breath. There's the raw sensation as other things around it come up, thoughts, other sensations, other judgments. Watch them come, watch them go back. So we'll do that for 5 minutes, and then we'll transition to chanting. And now together we'll chant Hom, Hom. Its sound resonates in our chest, and in that way represents deepness and profundity, and brings us into our body, into the present. We'll all do it for a few minutes, just at your own pace. Om, And now we'll transition back to watching the breath, sinking deeper into our body with that. You can watch as the energy levels change in your body. Watching things come and go. Have some curiosity, almost like this is a lab experiment, learning something new. now we'll go back to chanting again. Om, Om. And settle back into your breath. As you find yourself distracted, watch that as a process. The content, not so important. Let it come, let it go. Settle back into your breath. Be with your body, with this present moment. Now we'll chant Hum Hum again. Om Now you can let go of whatever effort you were making before and check in your body, in your feelings, and see how you're any way different or the same from when we started. See if this hour, this half hour impacted you in any way. Now leave some space just to bring to mind whatever hope or aspiration or thought you had how this time together might be of use to you, might be of use to someone else. So we will take a 5-ish minute break. We will reconvene in a little bit. Please, if you need to use the restroom, there's restrooms at the far end this way. There's some snacks, I hope. I think, yeah, there's snacks. Enjoy yourself. We'll come back. We'll have a short guided practice that we do together. Close with kind of dedicating the merit and the goodness that we've shared together. Say a couple little prayers, and I'm sure there's announcements that I don't know about. So if there's any sense of balance or mindfulness or presence that you have right now, see what it's like to have, trying to get to know someone else, trying to hold your pee in or taking a snack in. Just try to be mindful to whatever's going on right now. And we'll come back.
I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart, See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly. I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
to bole te ki zhe de ye ye de de kar zo lo ma andi pung en so pa na ki lo te men do ni ne ki war so hi te de kar zo lo ma len je lo me yen pe me gi do par po yin la ye ge
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The five skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
kun jo ren che na so do we ni ne be na to je shen je zi ro re sa ye na me do Thaga me yil te mi ta to bole te ki zhe de ye ye de de kar zo lo ma andi pung en so pa na ki lo te men do ni ne ki war so hi te de kar zo lo ma len je lo me yen pe me gi do par po yin la ye ge
I ask precious three gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body, impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The the 5 skandhas gather and disperse who knows when. Heartily think on death, good and faithful student. Karma never deceives, so give up wrongful thoughts. Engage Dharma wholly.
Kunjoren jina sama dovi nilibena Tujin shenje ziro resa yena medo Taga me yilute mita to bolete Chidru den ye te de karzon loma Andi pung in so pa nanji lo te mendo Yine ki warasa hiye te de karzoloma Lendre lo me yempe megi to parapoye la yege
I ask precious 3 gems from deep in my pained heart. See me with compassion. I have no other hope. This dear human body impermanence besets. Do you not fear your death, good and faithful student? The 5 skandhas gather.
We back? Okay. Do we not usually do the 3 ahs? Do we usually do the 3 ah practice on Sundays? Okay. It's just not on the cheat sheet. Well, okay. So I like to close with another short guided practice. It's not on our official list of things to do. That's okay. So this will be a practice. Logistically, we're going to chant ah together. Not like, rolling like we were before, but just 3 distinct times. And there will be it's a way of, it's a quick way to how we share whatever positivity we have with ourselves, with just ourselves with ourselves, and then with the world. So we'll do that. But first, let's just get a little more settled and be here in our bodies with ourselves in this moment. So whatever posture is stable for you, touch into that. Feel the support, external or internal, and be with that. And sit with your breath, falling back into the body with your attention for just a few seconds. Whether it's good or bad, just notice it. Let it come, let it go. So whatever strength, goodness, flexibility, vibes, energy, merit, whatever you want to call it, let it percolate at your heart into a liquid light. You can see it, you can feel it, you can even hear it. We're going to sound awe together. And as we do, it's going to spread throughout our bodies, soaking, saturating in every hair, cell, part of our body, through and through. Just let it soak in. And that white orb is still at our heart. And now we'll share it with everyone in this room. As we send it out, it also comes back, and see what it's like to share and to leave space to receive. And now let's all share that white orb with the rest of the world, with all humans, beings, pets, all things out there, even beyond this world. So now we'll close with some prayers. We'll say, we'll keep it short. So we'll read the dedication and the blessing at the bottom of this laminated sheet. I just like to throw a disclaimer. In the dedication, we're saying, may whatever goodness here, may I become a guru. That's the sense of, may I be available and present to help all other people. It's just the Tibetan way of honoring the lineage of what's capable. And so, gurus are a good thing. So it's not like you're going to be someone's big boss. Okay. By this good may I swiftly once become a great guru, lead all beings, every one, to reach to that very ground. With all of you in mind we light this lamp of clarity. May the glow of love, wisdom, shine within us everyone, till we all rise forth born in one enlightened mandala. Thank you, James. We're actually lighting a candle in honor of that. We'll say the names here. So today we think of Loami Libiot, Ignacio and his father, Fernando and his father, Julie, Pam, Lulu, Jennifer, Laura Escobello and mother, Mario Escobello and family, all who want to quit smoking, all who are looking for a job, my father, all depression patients, Zulma, Colmenares, thank you. Libby, Libby Simo, Sophia, Audrey, and Alma, Dwayne, Obi and Winnie, Andrea, peace and love in her life. Daughters Ashley and Brittany, peace and knowing. Things will be okay. Jack and Jan, Noel and parents, Stetson and parents, Layla and parents, Emma, Mary, Sarah, safe travels. Beverly McGregor, Vishnu Kumar, Elizabeth B. Stacy, Betty Adam, Millie Schneider, Bill Schneider, Dennis Rose, Pat Macon in Bardo, John Ramsey in Bardo, Lama Tenzin's mother, Luis Gomez, also Migmarla in Bardo, Tara for work, Kay for work, Francis, and all beings. We'll say ah one more time to touch into the 3 ahs from before with these names in mind. Thank you, everyone. So this is usually the time we make for announcements. It's usually is not at all relaxing, and it's usually like, oh, all these things we're going to do. So let me think what I can say first before I hand it over. So we have first and third Tuesdays here is usually led by Ann or Harvey, our founding teachers. We have an ongoing curriculum, usually follows the semesters, fall, spring, and then usually the summer course. We're currently talking about Buddha nature and the sense of the inherent wisdom that we already have in ourselves, as opposed to something that we need to create in inherent qualities, wisdom that we have. That's ongoing first and third Tuesdays at 7. All the other Tuesdays, we still meet at 7. If you want to have a space to practice together, it's kind of open-ended. We have usually some guidance for opening and closing prayers. And if you want to practice, have people to be here to support you, we make that space. We have Sundays. We have this hour. We have, I think, Qigong for the summer, but usually yoga at the 9:30 to 10:30 hour. And then on first Sundays of the month, and or Harvey, if not someone else, will sub in and do a little chit chat for half an hour beforehand. We have for Anne, we have a wonderful symposium of a lot of Western Buddhist scholars and practitioners coming together on the 15th of September to celebrate Anne's birthday. It will be multi-day, I think 2 or 3 days in a row. 2 days. It'll be at Rice, and Don Mountain will be hosting it. There's ongoing Tibetan language classes for those who are looking to learn Tibetan, led by my wife on Wednesdays. There's also Simone does a wonderful job leading children's programs. I don't know where we are, but it kind of cycles in and out. Different age groups, usually for many weeks in a row. I'm not sure where we're at with that, though. So starting for 9-year-old range, September 24th, we think. All these things are on the website, I think. We have wonderful past content for people who want to participate more but can't be here in person or in that moment. We have tons of YouTube content immediately available. If you are looking to do one of our past courses, you can email Jerry, info@Don Mountain, to be involved digitally. We are a nonprofit. We are surviving on all of our kindness. So if you feel moved to support us in some way, I think there's a donation thing somewhere. We always appreciate that. We're not flowing in cash by any means. And no one here, Ann and Harvey, we don't get any payment for this. So if that's something that's meaningful to you, to practice or to practice sharing in some way, if that's meaningful, by all means, please do. We don't want in any way. Sometimes we do ask for a certain fee at the front, but we don't want anyone to pass up something that's meaningful to them. These things are always free on Sundays, but please don't let if there's a cost, if you can't pay in some way, Don't let that be a reason not to come. It's just a way for us to, it's just something that we have to do to stay alive. Wonderful to see everybody. If you have any questions, please hang out. We have a lot of people here who can answer questions. If you think you can answer questions, raise your hand afterwards. Wonderful. Okay.